All right, we're on round 11, I believe. Round 10, sorry. I'm up against David Inglis. Cool, he's on Demir Rogues, it looks like. Gonna go ahead and shoot him the direct challenge. Tournament match, traditional standard cards, best of 3. David Inglis, have at it. I'm not gonna shoot the challenge yet because he hasn't yet checked in, but so he's on Rogues. We have Merfolk Windrobber, Ruin Crab, Thought Thief, Enforcer. So he's on a crab version, sure. 4 drown, 4 into the story, 2 Agademes, 2 didn't say please. That's actually a little bit different. 2 eliminate and 2 heartless act. 2 of 1 mind. A main deck disdainful stroke and a main deck mystical dispute. Mana base has some triomes. 3 of the Soul Tie triomes and 3 Temple of Deceits and 4 Fabled Passage. And then sideboard. What to look out for? Crippling Fear, 3. Deadweight, 2. That would be everything. Maybe his 1-of Soul Guide Lantern, but I don't think so. Deadweight's pretty good. I think it's a good meta called it. I have 2 Deadweights in this sideboard. He's checked in. Cool. Hi. Here, let me just send him the challenge. So, White Aggro Yorion. Best of 3, tournament match, standard. I sent you the challenge. Right, so I don't really want to. This matchup's weird. I haven't played it like a ton. It's just a weird matchup. I'm not going to say who's. I don't really know who's favored or not. It kind of depends on like the bustedness of my draws versus the bustedness of his. Basically, the more drawn blocks he gets, the better. Because that's like his best removal spell against me, and it's also a counter spell for all my other stuff. We're currently 6-3, by the way. So if I go 4-2 from now on, I qualify for the next Pro Tour, which is the Strixhaven Championship. They didn't respond to me on Melee, but they did accept the challenge, which is cool. So we're both 6-3. Yeah, I'm gonna snap this off. This is a stacked hand. I draw like next best card to draw would be like a Faceless Haven to turn on so I can cast Halvar. This is great. He's immediately Fabled Passaging. Makes sense. It's fine to do so. If he passes after I Alseids, if he goes Swamp Go, I'm not going to swing with Alseids, of course, because then it just dies for free to his okay, Ruin Crab. Okay, I'm going to gain a life, so I'll swing. Sure, you play Castle Ardenvale tapped. Interesting. Oh, I like the Aspirant here. I'm playing the Aspirant for sure. Gonna put it on the Aspirant to play around Heartless Act. Yeah, eliminate is fine. I'm not gonna complain about that. He's stuck on mana. Very interesting. What does this make me want to do? I think I'd like to Stonecoil. Stonecoil's very good against their deck, so I'll gain life. So he's stuck on mana. My best draw here would be a land for the Maul plus the Alseid to protect it.
Round timer start. Announcement received.
Okay, they're stuck on mana. That's really good for me. I'm gonna Maul here. So now the only way they can deal with Stonecoil is with their second Eliminate. And if they cast something instead, then I can, and I draw a land, I can maybe Halvar here. I can also start Skyclaving if I'd like. And in fact, I may just Skyclave this Thieves Guild. I don't really care about the Ruin Crab, because it's... If they're stuck on lands, there's no way they're going to mill me out. Like, they're not going to deck me. Yeah, Stonecoil is really good against rogues. It's like the best card in the deck against rogues. I'm feeling good about winning this game. The Elven Mind whiffing was really bad. And then being able to hold up Alseid is really good here. If I draw a land, I'm tempted. Well, it depends what he does, but he's thinking real hard. Okay, that's timeout number 1. He has no more, so this is his last one. I have 1 timeout myself. Cool. Look at that. I haven't even played a minute of this game, and he's played almost 3. Actually, over 3. Almost 4. Okay. Plays a Fabled Passage, sure. Okay. Now the Thieves Guild Enforcer has Death Touch. He's going to swing. That's fine. I don't mind you swinging. Not sure what he's thinking of doing here. I mean, I'm not going to block that. Okay, that was an incredible draw. So, I don't think I'm going to Halvar because that plays into a counter spell. I'd rather Skyclave. I'm going to Skyclave the Thieves Guild here, and then I'll swing with just the Stonecoil. If they Drannith lock the Skyclave, that's good for me. Yeah, that's fine. So, I'm thinking of playing the second Alseid because if they had a way to deal with Stonecoil, they would have done it. I'm just going to look at their deck real quick just to make sure I'm not missing anything, though. Didn't say please eliminate. They don't have the little mages, whatever. It'd have to be 1 eliminate. That's basically it. So, they didn't have it, which makes me want to play the Alseid here. I'd rather, like, spend my mana here. This is fine. This also means they can't just kill 1 to... I don't know. Whatever. I'm just pretty sure this is fine, because I'm literally playing around like 1 card in their entire main deck. And I guess Heartless Act can like remove counters from the Stonecoil, but that's basically it. He's of course going to Fabled Passage. He gets the island. Interesting. He may get to 4 mana and into the story, which... I mean, if he into the stories, I win, so that's fine with me. He's looking at it. I mean, if he drew the Eliminate, like, I deserve this. This is all on me. If he drew the 1 of Eliminate. There's the Ruin Crab, that's fine. Okay, there's an Agadine, that's perfectly fine as well. I mean, I'm 51 cards left in my deck. You swing for 3, that's fine. Okay, so he's still holding up Drown. So I'm just going to swing with Stonecoil. Because I have a 2-turn clock here, so this is fine. I'm going to Yorion. Whoops, I'll go to damage, sure. I'm going to pass. If he flashes in his 1/3, what's it called? Soaring Thought Thief. Not a big deal, because you still can't deal with the Stonecoil. Okay, so he's killing an Alseid. That's fine. I'm not going to respond to that. So he had the Drown, of course, so it was good not to have played Halvar there, both turns. He's just representing Drown too much. I'll lose 6, that's fine. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Check my graveyard. Giant Killer, blah, 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 blah. There's a Stonecoil. Okay, so 2 left and 1 Lurrus is gone. That's fine. Pass to attacker, sure. I mean, he has to play the Merfolk Windrobber now, if he has one, to block. Very interesting. Playing Halvar makes no difference here. I'm just going to swing and see what happens. Playing a Thought Thief does nothing to me. It still has protection from multicolored, so you can't block it. Okay. I bring an Elspeth, I bring a Glass Casket, and what I take out against rogues is 4 Giant Killers and 1 Shadowspear and 1 Reidane. I'm not going to submit here because I'm going to go use the restroom real quick. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and submit, just to make sure. I brought in 2 Elspeth, I brought in 4 Glass Caskets, I shaved a Reidane, I shaved all the Giant Killers, and I shaved a Shadowspear. Looks right to me. Reidane's pretty whatever. It's good that it flies and has Vigilance, but it's bad because they don't have Snowlands, and their only 4-mana spell is typically Lull Mage's Domination, which he's not running here, and what's the other card? Into the Story, I guess. I don't know, Agaim's Awakening sometimes. I think. I don't remember if it actually does that or not. I think it does, yeah. You can cast Agadim for 0, and you can cast Lull Mage for 0, technically, but if you cast it for more than that, then it costs 2 more, I believe. So we're up a game. Sweet. He's still thinking about his sideboarding, it looks like. Okay, cool. We're all set. So I want to look out for Crippling Fear and Deadweight. Those are probably the 2 cards he's brought in. And maybe 1 to 2 Cling to Dust. He takes out his Disdainful Stroke and Mystical Dispute for sure. And then probably his Didn't Say Pleases. This I'm going to snap off. I mean, this hand's incredible, so we'll keep it. I'm going to open with a Savior because it doesn't cost mana to protect something, and because they only have destroy effects. Except for Deadweight, but, I mean, they Deadweight my Hallowblade. That's going to happen, you know? But Mauling would be good there. So hopefully I can go Savior, Hallowblade, Maul, Halvar. That's like the dream. I'm going to snap it off. Rune Crab? Okay. Good top deck. Getting land. Happy. Very happy about that. Worst case scenario is they play an untapped Swamp and they can drown the lock. My Hallowblade coming down. Looks like they're not doing that. Worst case scenario now is, I don't know, a Fabled Passage. Island's fine. They might play their Windrobber. Okay, they milled over my 1 Skyclave Apparition. Sorry, I mean my one Shadowspear. That's what I meant to say. I'm going to play the Hallowblade and pass. We'll see what happens. So they have the deadweight. They have to do it now. Okay, so they're mana screwed again. That's interesting. Let's think about other counter spells just to make sure. So it just didn't say please sometimes, possibly. Wow, so they have like nothing. Okay, I'm just going to Maul the Hallowblade, I guess. And then I can next turn Halvar if I'd like. Wow. They're really... I feel a little bad, but they kept 2 landers that didn't pay off both games. Then Halvar is going to deal them 10 next turn. Okay, they did get the swamp, so they top decked that just now. I got an Elspeth, that's cool. They milled over my second Stonecoil, I believe. 1, 2, okay. I have 2 left in the deck out of 58 cards, that's fine. Okay. So, I don't want to play the Halvar because of John Block. So I'm just going to play Alseid and see what happens. Cool. I'm going to go to attacks. They could play the Death Toucher. Nope, they're going to take 5 down to 10. Cool. For my next trick, I would like to... Let's see. I think I'm going to... I don't like Skyclaving. I think I'm going to... I like Yorion here. This makes their Drannith lock that I think they're representing a lot worse. They're hitting the Savior. That's really smart, because that means that next turn, it means that like future removal spells they can do at the beginning of my combat, so that I can't deal 5 first. I'll mill 6. That's fine. So they had the Drannith block there, of course. Typical. They could have another drown. I like this land. I think it's a good pickup. They have 4 cards in hand. Like, second drown in the lock. I have to... I could also assume with the Faceless Haven. Which I kind of like doing, right? No, I think... If I play the Halvar here and they drown the lock, they're not doing anything else for the turn. So... And then I deal 5 to them. So I'm actually going to play Halvar. This leaves a mana open to protect Hallowblade too, so if they try to remove it, I'm going to protect with Alseid. So they have to have a counterspell for the Halvar here, 100%, and if they don't, I win the game on the spot, I believe. That was incredible. Let's go. Okay. I'm going to target the Alseid, but then decline. We'll go to attacks. Now they have to chump it. But if they chump it with something that is black, I'm just going to give it protection. Alright, 2-0, Rogues. Let's go. Let me just make sure I have this right. 2-0, Logan March wins. Yes. Okay. He didn't message me anything, so I'm not going to say good games or anything. I try to do that only when like someone says something to me, because I don't want to like rub it in their face or anything. So we're 7-3. We beat Rogues. Heck yeah. He was, unfortunately, it looks like mana screwed in, or at least didn't, like, so game 1 he was mana screwed. Game 2 he was semi-mana screwed, but never saw a second black source. I think if he had a second black source, he probably would have been able to do more things to interact with my Hallowblade there. But yeah, so 7 and 3. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.